the
Wow, we just teleported to Wednesday.
I know that was a mistake. I forgot to click that off. Anyway, all right. Well, we're not doing
No, this is
podcast.
not the Crypto Edge podcast. That was this past Wednesday. Another one coming up in 2 weeks' time. Guys, you can tell we're real. We make mistakes. But don't worry about it. We're still going to be giving away $50 in Bitcoin today to one lucky winner. And this is how it works. Right. So, really quickly, I'm going to explain to you how you can win $50 in Bitcoin with iCoinPro. So we have a couple of different social media channels. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have YouTube. And during the week, we put out about 5 videos onto those various social media channels. And what we want is we encourage you to not only follow us on those social media channels, but also to interact by liking, commenting, or sharing those posts. And when you do, anyone that has done any of those actions, we take all the names, put them into a hat, and then on a Friday at this time, we draw one lucky name out of that hat, and that person gets to go home with $50 in Bitcoin. Right, and this is open to the public. You do not need to be a member of iCoinPro. Anybody, absolutely anybody can enter. But if you are a member of iCoinPro and you want to get yourself an extra entry into the draw, well, guess what? All you need to do is any of your trades that you've made using our system, pop it into our Facebook group, and that could probably earn you. There's the address there, facebook.com/group/iCoinPro. If you're not a member, I'd suggest you join, get to see what we're all about. And if you use our system, if you're a member of iCoinPro and you put any of your trades into that chat, you're going to get yourself an additional 2 entries into the draw. Now, the way that it works is like this, okay? If you like a post, you're going to get 1 entry into the draw. If you comment, we're going to give you an additional 2, and if you share, that's an additional 2. So you can actually get 5 entries for every post that we put out across the different social media channels, and the 5 days of the week, and it adds up. So yeah, get those entries in by following us, liking, sharing, commenting, and of course posting your trades in our Facebook group. Were you trying to say something there, Justin?
Nope. I was just saying that, I mean, that's, a lot of entries a person could get.
Yeah. It's really cool. So, Justin, anything that we want to share with our audience today before we give away $50?
Well, for the people that are on here that are members of iCoinPro watching this, if you're seeing it live, I am going to be doing the iCoinPro Crypto Think Tank in about 25 minutes at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So pretty much right after this, I'm going to jump on and we'll get into the think tank, see what's going on in crypto. Bitcoin's had some movement, got back over 100K again. So now we got to see what it wants to do from here. If it wants to try for that previous all-time high and put every single person who's ever bought Bitcoin into profit, which is kind of cool when you think about that, right, Paul? Like once it gets to a new all-time high, everybody won, Yeah,
currently, I remember seeing a figure this morning, like approximately 97.5% of every single person that bought Bitcoin at any point in history is actually in profit right now.
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible. Like, I've never heard of anything like that. And you know what, guys? It's so weird. But on our podcast that we did this past Wednesday, if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. We had Carlo Cruz, the fabulous Carlo Cruz, was on with us. Hell of a guy, hell of a trader, and like really smart guy. He'll tell you he's not, but trust me, he's a smart guy. We had him on and we were actually discussing the price of Bitcoin. And one of the things that came up was what's the likelihood of Bitcoin breaking the 100K barrier. And 2 days later, bam, we're there. So do make the time to check out that podcast, that recording. It was awesome. I really enjoyed shooting that one. You, Justin?
Yeah, it was great. And we also, really, looked at Bitcoin, a couple different factors and stuff like that, even talked about what's possibly coming up. But again, you don't know. And we do have to take out that all-time high on Bitcoin. Otherwise, we're just setting a lower high, which is not awesome, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen next. I think a lot of people were overconfident that we weren't going back over 100K, and they're regretting that decision at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I'm just here with my popcorn. You know what I'm saying? I watch this stuff. I love it. You know what I love about it is volume and volatility. And I'm like, yes, please. That's coming up. When that starts happening, my keyboard and mouse turn into a money printer for me with the trades, and the different things that happen. So yeah, as long as you follow, we have a great system. As long as you continue to follow it, apply yourself, learn it. Do it exactly as we teach, use the software, get the signals, everything. It works extremely well for those who work the system. Okay. So anyway, that's coming up. Right now the market's starting to move. The other cool thing I wanted to mention too, Paul, is, if there are people that are watching this, they want to learn how to trade. They want to learn how to try to do trading in a way that's very risk averse, meaning that we're trying to keep the risk really low for people so they can stay at it and continue trading for a long period of time, keep their losses as low as possible while they're trading. We do have a free boot camp they can do, and they can learn so much in just under 40 minutes. It doesn't take much at all. So if you want to learn about that, you want to do that free boot camp, you can get back with whoever shared this video with you, or you can just shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com and they will help you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's give away
guys our trading boot camp. It was made for basically taking all the hard work out of learning how to trade. It's a handful of videos, like 5 minutes each. It'll give you the basics. If you've never traded before in your life, you can join the hordes of people that are now making money from home trading. Everybody used to have this idea that traders were these people that walked around in suits and, you had to work on Wall Street. It's all nonsense. It's all just smoke and mirrors. Real traders today are guys that sit in hoodies and iCoinPro t-shirts, and they do it at the beach and at Walmart and Target, and you don't need to have a good background in maths or banking and so on in order to be a trader. You just need the desire to learn. That's it. Because we're going to teach you everything. We teach you from the ground up everything that you need to do. And the best part about it is you'll get access to some really awesome software when you become a member of iCoinPro. We have something called the Trade Finder. Now, really, really quickly, one of the most difficult things for a day trader is going from pair to pair. And it doesn't matter what you trade, whether you trade stocks, forex, or crypto. The fundamentals are still the same. You've got to go through the motions and look at different pairs and study the charts and try to find good entry points into your trades. And it can take hours before a person is able to find their first trade. I mean, when you think about like how big the crypto ecosystem is, 20,000 different cryptocurrencies registered. Let's take a look on CoinMarketCap.
And even having it pared down like there is, where there's, I think between, and I could be wrong, but it's somewhere around 900, 1,000 different coins that we track between Binance, maybe 1,200, Binance and Coinbase. That's an enormous amount to try to track alone, flipping through charts trying to find a trade.
Yeah. But before I lose my train of thought, guys, there are 15.1 million different cryptocurrencies and tokens. So the tokens make up the majority. That's your meme coins and so on. 15 million, right? How are you going to be able to find something to trade through? Well, it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, which is why we built the Trade Finder. And what the Trade Finder does is it takes all the hard work out of finding potential trades. It finds something that follows a very particular setup that we teach you about, and then basically lets you know that there's a potential entry in place, and then we teach you what to do next. It's a paint by number system, and it's really easy to master. Anyone that gets really stuck into it, you can do it in under a week, and within a few days you're really executing your first trade. I highly suggest that you first do the trading bootcamp, get the basics, and then get stuck into our advanced training, get access to that software. You'll get access to our member forum and access to our community, and actually get help from other people, that are trading. They'll even share some of the trades that they're looking at. And on top of it, the session that Justin does every single day, it is worth its weight.
Monday through Friday, pretty much most days.
Yeah, so Monday through Friday, you're going to get a hands-on training session that is done by Justin. He has a look at what's happening with Bitcoin and what's happening in the ecosystem and tells you what he's looking at and shows you his way, like what he does and so on. And if you follow that, there's no reason why you too cannot be a successful trader. Honestly, it's all laid out for you. All you got to do is just show up, and you're well on your way. Apply yourself, study it, hour a day, and bam, you're going to be a trader. You are going to be a trader. And we want to hear from you. We'd love to hear all those stories. We've got lots of stories, but the more stories that we get, the better for everybody. So let us know, how your journey's been. But we're running out of time. Let me give away some Bitcoin.
All right, let's do it.
All right, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to give away some Bitcoin.
Sounds like a plan, Paul. As long as you can find it. There it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, guys, when I hit the start button, it's going to take all the random names.
You might want to just zoom in a little bit on that screen. Command plus. There we go. Now we're talking. Boy, I don't know why we haven't done that before.
Right. Let's do this. I'm going to hit this button. It's going to spin the names, and then it's going to stop on one lucky winner. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
All right. And the winner is, see some familiar names in there? Oh my goodness. Again, Benita. Congratulations, Benita.
Probably a multiple time winner now. Benita just keeps entering, and I think this is probably her third time winning, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Well done, Benita. Yeah. You're a winner again here with iCoinPro. And guys, anybody can enter and anybody can win. This week's winner, Benita Saven, winning $50 in Bitcoin. Benita, you know the drill. You need to send us an email to support@icoinpro.com. And then also reach out to us on Facebook, and we'll get you squared away with your Bitcoin. Easy as that.
Fantastic. All right. Well, great, Paul. Listen, I got to prepare for the think tank coming up here. Again, congrats again, Benita. Everybody, if you want to learn how to trade, just do the free boot camp. Get started there. Get back with who introduced you to iCoinPro or shared this video with you, or send an email to support@icoinpro.com. That's all I've got. Paul, I'm just going to go ahead and throw up the standard disclaimer because we just like to dot our I's and cross our T's here on everything that we do. We want to make sure people know there is risk in trading, okay? You can lose some or all of your money if you don't know what you're doing. If you fool around, you don't follow the system, it can be bad. But if you learn how to do it with a system that teaches you very, very good skills, how to manage your risk, everything like that, like we do in a simple winning pattern, you can actually do really well. So if you apply yourself. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Paul, thanks again for all you do. And let's put up a disclaimer. And then everybody who's a member of iCoinPro, we're going to see you shortly on the iCoinPro crypto trading think tank. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.